Yo book nerds! Today I'm going to do a book haul for all of the books I got over 2021. I try to bring in less books in a year than I read. It almost never happens. This is why my TBR list just keeps getting longer and longer instead of shorter and shorter. I think this is a problem that every book lover has. In 2021 I read 9 books, and in 2021 I got 14 new books. 9 of those books were books that I got myself, and 5 were given to me from other people. Of the 5 that were given to me from other people, 3 of them were on my book list that I wanted, and 2 were books that weren't on my book list, but I'm still interested in reading them. One of them I already did read. Out of the 14 books that I got, I have read 2 already, so I have 12 more that I still need to read. So I'm going to start with the 5 books that other people got me, and I'll start with the 2 that weren't on my book list. Contemplative Prayer by Thomas Merton. I did already read this. I got it from my mom. I read it during Christmas time, Advent. I will link the review I did for this in the description. Believe It by Jamie Kern Lima. My mom gave me this one as well. I don't really know what it's about. I think it's some kind of inspirational story. We'll find out. So those were the 2 that weren't on my book list. These next 3 were given to me by other people, but they were on my book list, so I'm really excited to have them. The Colwood Way and Sky of Stone, both by Homer Hickam. These come after October Sky. It's a trilogy. I had the first one, but I didn't have these 2. I am so excited to have the complete set so I can read all of them. My mom gave me both of these for Christmas. Essential Tales and Poems by Edgar Allan Poe. I did not have any Edgar Allan Poe. I'm so excited that I now have a book of his works. My boyfriend got me this on our first date. So you know he's a keeper when he takes you to a bookstore and buys you a book, right? Nothing says love like Edgar Allan Poe. And it's such a pretty edition. I just love it. It's so beautiful. Look at that art on there. The rest of the books that I'm going to go through are books that I got myself. Life is Messy by Matthew Kelly. I did already read this book. I'm hoping to have the book review for it up soon, so watch for that. This book was just awesome. It was inspirational. It was so relatable. I've gone through so much in the last couple of years of my life, and especially this last year, so much has happened, and this book just hit me really good. So watch for the review that I'll have coming out. I can't gush about it enough. It by Stephen King. I'm so excited to read this, but it is huge and it kind of scares me already. I have not read a lot of Stephen King. I've actually read 1 book by Stephen King, so I'm excited to have more options of his to read. Wives and Daughters by Elizabeth Gaskell. I have not read anything by Elizabeth Gaskell. I was actually looking for North and South by her, but I couldn't find an edition. And I don't really like to order books online. I like to find them in bookstores. But I found this one by her instead, so I'm going to give this one a go. The Tenant of Wildfell Hall by Anne Bronte and Villette by Charlotte Bronte. They are both Penguin cloth-bound classics. They are so beautiful. I love them. I got both of these because I want to collect all of the Bronte sister books, because in my family there's a family legend that we are related to the Bronte sisters. I don't know if it's true. I haven't done the research to figure it out, but my grandma claims that we are related to them. So I want to read all of their books. I've read only 1 book by one of the Bronte sisters. I've read Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. These are the other 2 sisters, and I'm really excited to try out their work. A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett. This is a classic. It's a children's classic. I love the movie adaptation of this with Shirley Temple. I grew up watching it. I'm so excited to read the book that it's based on. The Mayor of Casterbridge and Far from the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy. I've never read anything by Thomas Hardy, so I'm really excited to try something by him. I've heard great things of him, so let me know which one you think I should start with, since I haven't read anything by him. And let me know if there's a different one that you think I should start with by him instead of these. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I have not read anything by Daphne du Maurier, so I'm really excited to read this because I've heard amazing reviews of this book. I don't actually know a whole lot about it, but I'm super excited to give it a try. Those were all the books that I got this year, so obviously I took in more than I read. We'll try again in 2022 to read more than I bring in, but I don't know if that'll happen, let's be honest. Let me know which of these you've read, which ones you think I should read first. I'm super excited to have more books to read. As you can see, a lot of them were classics. I just love classics, but some aren't, so let me know what you think I should start with. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I put out new videos every Monday. Thanks for talking books with me.